In today's Leeds news video, upcoming detail on Leeds versus Manchester United, Leeds under 18s in action, transfer window highlights, Matthias Bogutz move blocked, summer transfer window links early, Cody Drameh makes his debut for Luton, and possible Rodrigo injury. Hey folks, February 1st, Jer here at The View with a probably much more relaxed news video today because there's not a lot going around. There's tiny little bits of news. And for anyone who's asking during the week what the plan is, as I said the other day, continue to do daily news videos around Leeds, loan players who are out, how they're getting on, performances, what's going on in the club, press conferences, reviews, all that kind of stuff as well. Also looking to get a couple of interviews lined up with some people involved with Leeds as well. So that's coming up over the next couple of weeks and months as well as we get ready. We already know from the headlines on this, there's already been links of players that are possibly going to come in the summer window. So we'll talk about it. It was a good window for Leeds in short. We'll get to that in a few minutes. We'll just start with the short details and the upcoming game that Leeds will have after Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. Twice in 5 days, Leeds will play Scum. And Christian Eriksen has been ruled out for up to 3 months with an injury, which is a huge benefit for Leeds. Not a great one for Man United, but great for Leeds. He'll miss the Leeds game, which will obviously help us in there as well. So bad news for them, possibly good news for us. Moving on, Leeds under 18s will take on Wimbledon under 18s in Plough Lane this evening, 7 p.m. Start. The game is live on LUTV if you want to watch that, or if you want to head down and watch the game, just tickets available for that as well on legionited.com as well. You can check that one out. On the transfer window, looking at players that have gone out on loan, it's a sign of an established Premier League club that you've got a ton of players out on loan, and Leeds have got a huge amount on it. What the future holds for a lot of these players remains to be seen. To go through the list of players, you got Diego Llorente gone to AS Roma on loan, but obviously there's a view for a permanent move there. Cody Drameh, who we'll talk about in a bit more detail, gone out to Luton. Leo Kjell has gone to Rotherham. Gelhart's at Sunderland now. Jamie Shackleton is at Millwall, along with Charlie Creswell. Tyler Roberts at QPR. Ian Poveda at Blackpool. Helder Costa at Al Ittihad, who's not expected to come back. Lewis Bate at Oxford. Matthias Bogutz at Ibiza. We'll talk about him as well. Alfie McCammot's gone out. Stuart McKinstry up in Motherwell having a great season, and Jack Jenkins as well gone out on loan. So of those players that are out there, I mean, realistically looking at coming back into Leeds next year, you're looking at probably Drameh, Hjelde, Gelhardt, Bate, McKinstry, and a possibility of Jenkins and McCalmont as well, possibly, although their contracts are getting shorter as well. So it's great to have these young players out on loan, getting experience, getting competitive game experience as well. It's a big one for Leeds to have that as well. Keep saying it, I've said it a lot last night as well. Future's bright for Leeds if we can stay in the Premier League and add a bit of experience over the next 2 windows going to next season. But yeah, looks good, especially from the young perspective. All these guys are getting game time and playing reasonably well. Nicola Zaniolo, yesterday's drama. What actually happened with him in the end? Well, he ended up getting touted around to Bournemouth, to AC Milan, Leeds, a couple of other clubs as well. In the end, he has stayed put at Roma, although he has been told he won't be playing for Roma. Bournemouth did get offered him again late last night, and Bournemouth were actually the ones who decided not to sign the player. So after everything went on yesterday, he's ended up staying put. And speaking of players that stayed put, Matthias Bogutz, the Leeds youngster who's on loan currently at UD Ibiza after coming back from 2 sets of cruciate knee ligament injuries, getting himself finally back into the Ibiza team. LAFC made a bid for him yesterday. There's a bit of confusion. Sports Router reporting that it was LA Galaxy. It was LAFC who were making the move for him. They moved late last night. The issue with the move was they wanted him on a permanent deal. That's not the issue. The issue is UD Ibiza would have to agree to cancel his loan, as Leeds didn't have a cancellation clause or a recall clause in his contract. Ultimately, in the end, Ibiza blocked the deal, and the player will stay put there until at least the end of the season. He is out of contract with Leeds at the end of the season as well. So wait to see what happens there. I did like the kid. I really did. I thought he was going to be something special for Leeds. Sadly, it doesn't work out for everyone, so fortunately it didn't. The big story of the transfer deadline day for us is that Jack Harrison stays. Newcastle and Leicester both made approaches for the player. A lot of places reported late last night that Leicester came back in very late yesterday to try and make another bid to try and sign the player. It didn't happen, and Jackie stays put for now. It's a bonus to Leeds. Personally, I would have liked to see Zaniolo coming in as well as keeping Jackie. I'm being greedy. I'm just being greedy. But it's good that Jackie stays. It adds a bit more stability there as well. The big question for Jack Harrison for Leeds will be, will he sign a new deal in the next month or two? Because he is out of contract in 18 months' time. If he gets to the end of the season, only 12 months left on his deal, Leeds lose kind of the control over what the player can do. It becomes a case of whether he decides to see out his contract or sign pre-contract agreements, go abroad. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be the big one for me, is will Leeds actually put pen to paper on a new contract and lock Jack Harrison down for the next couple of years? Anyway, as I said yesterday, a player with big moments and a big game player. So good to have him staying at Leeds. The summer transfer window stuff has started already. Good for me. But yeah, a lot of it's nonsense. There was a rumor last night that came out that Leeds were making a move for Jean-Claire Todibo. Initially came out from Romano that Leeds had spoken to, and what's come out since then is Leeds are reporting that they will look to make a move for the Nice 23-year-old centre-back in the summer. Leeds had a little look at him late yesterday, but decided not to go make the move on just yet. Leeds also turned down the chance to bring in Tuzembeli from I think it's Manchester United. He's gone to Stoke instead, but he was offered to Leeds as cover. Leeds said no. Back on Todibo. So Leeds had a look last night. Their approach apparently was rejected. He's played 83 times for Nice. As I say, he's 23. He has been capped by the French under-23 side. And he moved to Nice from Barcelona. Those who saw the connection between Junior Firpo and him yesterday would have been at Barcelona in and around the same time, so they'd know each other from there. And the connection with Meslier is from the French under-23 side. So there were a couple of people reading into stuff last night and seeing, dots connected that weren't connected necessarily. Cody Drameh last night played 70 minutes for Luton Town. Some people lost their marbles over the performance. He's playing for Luton against Cardiff. We know what Cardiff were like when Leeds put a full strength side in the pitch. So he was expected to do well, and he is expected to do well at Luton. He's expected to be this kind of player in every single game. If Cody Drameh has any eyes on playing Premier League football consistency for Leeds, then he has to stand out in the Championship, because if Leeds are buying players from the Championship, you're only going to buy the players that stand out the most. So Drameh can't go down there and just dial it in, can't go down there and have average performances. He's got to go down there and really stand out. So fully expect him to stand out. His delivery for some of the crosses he put in yesterday were fantastic. There's never been a question mark about that. And if he can knuckle down when he comes back in the summer, there's possibly a place. We don't know what the situation with Luke Ayling is. He's out of contract at the end of the season as well. And it doesn't look like there's enough of a new deal there just yet. Fingers crossed there is a deal, because I wouldn't want to see Leeds too light. And I like Bill. I'd like him to stick around a bit longer. Sentimentality there as well, but yeah. And then the final bit of news today is this is rumor and speculation. This hasn't been confirmed. We won't know till Jesse Marsh's press conference. There's a possibility that Rodrigo's picked up an injury. The rumor is that he could be out for up to 6 weeks. It was a clash with an under-21 player. Again, this is speculation. It's not confirmed. Be careful what we say about this, because it's not confirmed. It is just a rumor right now. We'll have to wait till Jesse Marsh's press conference. Possibly either tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure when it's happening just yet, before we find out what exactly is going on. So that's all the news floating around this morning. Quiet news day. It'll pick up again towards the weekend as we get into the game with Nottingham Forest. Interesting one from Nottingham Forest. They've signed 27 players since the start of the season. On top of the squad that they had coming into the Premier League, they can only register 25 of those players. So that's going to be an interesting situation for Forest, and see what how stable and calm they are when Leeds go into play against them. So that's it for me, folks. Massive thanks, as always, for watching the channel. And I will see you back tomorrow for more Leeds news. See you then. Bye.